Onwere ihe o mere nji enye ya ekele ayaya. O nwere ihe o mere nji enye ya ekele. O nwere ọrụ ọrụrụ nji enye ya otuto. O nwere ọrụ ọrụrụ nji enye ya. Asị m nye ya ekele, ọ bụ onye obiọma. O nwere ihe o mere nji enye ya ekele. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, the great leader, the prophet of our time, the leader, the Moses of our generation. And I remember I almost said that Biafran evangelist. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us from. He said that it's coming out soon.
Biafran evangelist, thank you for joining me this afternoon. Viewers, depending on wherever you are, whether in the morning, whether in the afternoon, please, if this is your first time, subscribe to this channel on your notifications. Biafran evangelist, joy to Biafrans all over the world, in US, everywhere. Everything is working together for good for Biafran. Nnamdi Kanu.
For those who love the Lord.
Yes, Nnamdi Kanu is coming out in the month of May. What do you have to say to this joyful news?
And coming out is not just coming out, it's coming out to shame and to disgrace those Fulani leaders in Igbo land who claim to be the governors and the Igbo leader in person of Rupus Odiojo, Soludo, Pitamba, and Wifuru. Those ones that don't want him, and stupid Wike, the FCT minister, that don't want him to come out.
Is Wike among of those who want
Wike is among the people who finance it, who sponsor it, and shame the Oba families who never wanted him, who sponsored the kidnapping of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Let me tell you, and let me tell you clearly, the handwriting is already on the wall, and it is written all over everywhere. Because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has conquered Nigeria, as he said. He said, I will bury. I am the one. He said, the suffering of my people will end in me, and I will be the one to end Nigeria. And that is what is happening. Same to Nigeria.
The Biafran evangelist, everything is working together for good for Biafra.
So Biafrans now, because we stand on the truth and we are the light.
In US right now, USB constitution has been approved by Donald Trump. This is the rejoice that in US, Dr. Rabose and his people in US now they are doing.
Rabose is doing the job that others could not do. What others fail is what she is doing. What others fail is what she has done. What others could not do is what she has finalized. You know, these other ones, what they plotted was to destabilize what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has labored for, what Simon Ekpan has suffered for. Because they are agents of darkness. They are partnering with Nigeria. You know, Nigeria, the meaning of Nigeria means darkness. And the meaning of Biafra means light. We are the light of the African, the Biafra. We are the light of the people in the South. We are the light in the West Africa. We are the light in the North Africa. We are the light in the East Africa. And we are the light of the South Africa. We are the light. The only country whereby people like Donald Trump will be eager to visit. Have you ever seen somebody look at Rory or Burkina Faso? Look at that young man. Do you know what he said? He said that he would like to have Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as soon as he is released. That is a man who knows that he has somebody. That person like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a person of his like mindset. Because the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the freedom of all. I'm telling you now that the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the freedom of all. Not just only the Igbos, not just the Biafra, but Africa as a whole. Because the light that is in that young man, nobody carries it. Not even Donald Trump. And that is why somebody like Donald Trump is embracing the grace. See, let me tell you, I want to talk about grace. There are people that carry grace. It's not by science. It's not by education. God give it to them. It doesn't, not because they merit it, not this. It was a free gift from the Lord. God gave it to them. And whosoever that have encounter with them encounter special things. So Donald Trump has seen the light, the grace that is in that young man. He decided to embrace it. Donald Trump saw the light that will shine in Biafra. He himself want to embrace it. Who no like better thing? If na you nko, the same protein Russia that bombed Biafra is now celebrating Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, embracing Biafra. The same British that don't want Biafra to stand are the ones that are washing their hands now that they cannot do anything in the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Onye karere mmadụ karịrị chi ya.
Biafra Evangelist, let's go to Finland, where Samuel Ekpa is battling it with the government of Finland. As I speak to you now, the Prime Minister of Finland now is like, he has betrayed Samuel Ekpa. The Nigerian government has used Samuel Ekpa as a trade provider with Finland. And the Finland citizens, they are not even happy with the man.
Of course. How do you expect them to be happy? A man that have given all to the country, a man that have given his life and served all his life to the country. Do you know what it means to control battalion? To be a commander in the military? This is a man you turn back and you turn him down, you disrespect him, you disregard him, and you do not value his humanitarian interest nor right in your country. See, when you don't know, you don't like somebody, why did you welcome him as a citizen? When you know that you cannot protect this person or you don't like this person, why do you allow him to become your citizen? Why do you approve him as a citizen?
Everything went wrong for Samuel Ekpa. It's the very day Kashim Shettima meet the Prime Minister in UK. And even after that, Samuel Ekpa said he trusts his president, that his president cannot compromise. But it's as if we don't know what Shettima and Nigeria government.
The president has compromised because he's a human. You know, I said it earlier that the only thing that can make Finland not to succumb, you know, with what Nigeria want to use to buy them over is integrity, discipline, and policy. Out of which Alexander Stubb has proven to me that he doesn't have integrity. He is not a disciplined person, and he doesn't have a word of. He's not a man enough. That is what he has proven to me, and that is what he has proven to the USD for taking the side of Nigeria. It shows that he's incompetent. He's an immobile person. It's not reliable and it's not trustworthy. It's not somebody we should have confidence in. Just like a former Kenyan president.
Biafra Evangelist, do you think that Biafrans will take this Finland Prime Minister to ICT to go and report to
Yeah,
ICT?
excuse me, Simon Ekpa, once as soon as the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu case is done and dusted, from now to May, everything will be settled. And of which I want to tell you this. You can call it a prophecy, and I don't care. Let me tell you, the court cannot free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will not come through court. But it will come as a result of negotiation at the backyard. You will hear say they remove it, they release him. It will not come through court. And I am telling you again that the case of Simon Ekpa will be after Mazen Nnamdi Kanu case is settled. They no born and well again to keep that young man. Because he's a man who committed no crime. Why should you detain him? Why are you disturbing his life? If you know that you cannot grant him safety, why did you give him the car, the passport, the guarantee and what it takes to be a citizen in your country, even to the point of handling the military position in your country for so many years, and now belonging to the same political party, of which they on the platform that today you are standing as a governor, as a prime minister, the president of a nation. You understand? So, but I'm happy that the party members, the people are now standing up. They are rising now against the prime minister, you know, protesting, campaigning for the, you know, freedom, total freedom of Simon
So,
Ekpa.
Biafran evangelist in 30 seconds as we go. What is the expectation? What is the mood of Southeast right now? Hearing that Mazen of the Kanu is coming out very soon.
The mood, the excitement is much, because we know it that at the end of the day, by the time it comes out, like I said before, freedom of mass and Nnamdi Kanu is the freedom of all.
Thank you so much. Freedom of Mazen of the Kanu is the
Freedom of all.
Thank you. We look forward to having you next time again.
Biafra evangelist. We are still on the Uromi issue because currently we are seeing on the page of a major national daily where they are talking about the untold story. Because from what we are seeing there, he's saying that those people who were disallowed, that the vigilante identified some of them as kidnappers. Though they are still insisting that they are hunters. And of course, you look as if there are so many untold stories about this.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Wherever you're watching us from, I remember humble said that Biafran evangelist. That will always end my view in the point of truth. Now they are seeing them and they call them before hunters and they say they're done gone. Whereas they were handling AK-49, hanging it here.
No, they say it's then gone.
And they say it's then gone. What do you expect them to do or to say? Definitely they will give it a name in order to localize and to minimize the fact that you don't supposed to lay hand on them. Okay. To discredit and to disregard the reason. You understand that the people are giving and leveling against them. And let me tell you, you say you are a hunter. Has bush you finish in the north? That is number one. Number two, the place you travel to go and hunt, is the governor of the state aware of your arrival with a gun to come and hunt? Are you registered? Is the government of the state aware of your hunting? Do you have the license?
That is this around River State because they said they were coming from Port Harcourt.
I'm asking, let's ask Wike now.
No, it's not Wike, it's not the governor.
The former governor, because I don't believe that they just traveled to River State recently. That means they might have been in River State for years. So we should ask Wike if Wike give them license to hunt in River State. Or maybe Fubara too. At least Fubara have served like 2 years now. You understand? And I believe Fubara should be aware of if such a thing do exist in River State. You understand? It should as well, come out and clarify it. And let me tell you, these people are hunters. I agree. You know why I agree? I agree that they are hunters. But what are they hunting? That is the question. Somebody says it's a hunter. Good. What are you hunting? Because we have different type of hunters. We have hunters that hunt for animal. We have hunters that hunt for women. We have hunters that are hunting for people's life. And we have hunters that are kidnappers. Their own is to kidnap and collect money. Why some are to rape? Why some are to kill? Why some are to destroy? They are all hunters.
Okay, as somebody talking to you now, Biafran evangelist, who come from an area where the essence of Fulani military has always been at the highest level. How do you think they can curtail the essence of the Fulani military? Because as we speak, people in Benue are crying out. People in Taraba are crying out. People in Plateau are crying out.
Listen and listen good. There is something that Erufai is saying. He said that if not for the Easterners, and he made mention to be precise, the Igbos, that they would have succeeded in Islamizing this country. And let me tell you, when you come to Urome, 30 to 40% of the people that occupy that area were Igbos. And there is no 100% of them having the assurance that when they come, or if they should reinforce and come as they have promised, that they are going to gain victory. And I want to use this opportunity to say something concerning this. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu can send marching order because of what happened to the Fulanis in Urome, I want to remind him, Mr. President, in case he did not know or he has forgotten. And I want to tell him now that there are 6, 7, 9 in number now in Enugu State, which these Fulanis have killed. As I speak to you, as at yesterday, there should be a marching order as well against the Fulanis. And the government should as well compensate the people in Enugu. And as I speak to you too, the buying of the people in Plateau have rise to 60-something now. In Plateau State, to 60-something now.
The death toll.
Yes, the death toll. The Nigerian government, in person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, should as well send marching order too against the Fulanis over what they are doing in Plateau.
To hunter the killers.
You understand? So those killers need to be hunted and they need to be what? Captured. And the people, those people must compensate these families the same way they are desiring and demanding for compensation. So it is the time for Atiku to rise up and rehost. It is the time for Sanusi. It is time for Emir Sanusi or whatsoever he called himself.
That's the Emir of Kanu.
Emir of Kanu. It is the high time that, what is it called? The other one, El-Rufai. And Muhammadu Buhari and the rest to rise up now and cry because those people need to bring to book. If somebody like Okoro of Bini can carry 30 persons to Abuja, even see on that promise to compensate. The families in Enugu need compensation. The families in Plateau State need compensation. The Plateaus in Benue need compensation. Are you hearing me? They need compensation and something has to be done. So if nothing happens, they should expect mass devastation, massive chemical sending to the Fulanis.
No, let us not resort to threat. But
it is no matter if they themselves have right to threat. We have right to threat back.
No, let us leave
you people should stop this. You, the journalists.
Let me bring in this question. Because as we speak, we have a situation where
they do not hang their life on air. As I go by, then say go by too.
There's an outside youth that gave a threat, an ultimatum to even the president that if the killers of those 16 northerners are not brought to book,
okay, that
all the southern part of the country, nobody will be exempted in the event of revenge.
Good and fine.
Okay.
Good and fine. He now is raising threats, and Mr. President kept quiet. Sidias Musa kept quiet. IG kept quiet. Attorney General kept quiet. What are we saying? Then if he believes that he has the right to issue warning, and I'm issuing that warning, if he say, Peking will say mama no go sleep, you prepare for night vigil. That's it. If you say your mama no go sleep, you say prepare for night vigil.
Then again, as a man of God, let me bring in this angle. Because the same boy, or the same man, or the same man was very vocal that they cannot be comparing the issue of the border with this northern northern youth. That according to him, I strongly disagree with anyway, that the border caused her death by blaspheming against Muhammad.
Excuse me, how did the border blaspheme against Muhammad? How? They made mention of Jesus Christ. Abi, the girl, young girl, the student, is it not that student?
Yes.
Who made mention of the name of our Lord Jesus Christ? How did she blaspheme? Who is Muhammad to come to think of it? Is Muhammad a living God? Muhammad is not a living God and he can never be one. A pie, just like where me and you go pie one day. Just like this, when the same way Fulani people, they pie people, the same way they pie Fulanis, the way they die, now so Muhammad died. And let me tell you, there is something else. That's why I don't like them talking like this angle. Our Lord Jesus Christ died after 3 days, he resurrected as a living God. When Muhammad died, did Muhammad resurrected? Waiting by Muhammad either. Now pig kill him. But do your findings. I'm telling you nothing but the truth, which the earth is aware, heaven is aware, it's a living God. They themselves know. Now pig kill Muhammad. So why should I give attribute to Muhammad? Who is Muhammad?
Okay, now away from that, let us now look at the issue of Fulani militias that is unabating, because we saw their excesses in Biafran recently. We saw one in Delta. Of course, they have protected the hand of an Okada rider in Delta State, in Ugeli or so, or Sapler to be precise. And in Plateau, as we are speaking, a serious issue is happening there. Benue, the same thing. Southwest, we saw how the Abateku raised 2,000 men to comb the southwestern forest as a way of dislodging them. We have seen the current Director General of DSS coming out to say clearly that what we need as a people, as a country, is community policing in order to be able to start repelling these invaders who come in
I disagree with that DSS chairman. I disagree with him. State police cannot solve anything.
Community policing.
Community police cannot even solve anything.
What will solve it?
The only thing that the only solution to solve and to cover this mess is everybody stand up and defend yourself.
The same thing he's saying, but it has to be through some arrangement.
Some arrangement so that if Fulani will buy you, you will not be able to buy.
No,
they will give you a condition. That is the way of Nigeria. And that is why when you buy them, they will rise up. That's why they are talking and you see talking. But they are buying in Plateau. They are buying in Plateau. What did the Muhammadu Buhari what is it called? This president governor government.
Senator Bola Tinubu.
Bola, which is senator? Who give a senator? Waiting the Senate there. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what is he doing? What is he doing?
That will be decent with our words.
No, excuse me. There is an extent of which I can tolerate some certain things.
But you try to moderate yourself.
I am moderating it the same way that themselves are moderating the other is the way I give it to them.
Try to be decent with your words.
Okay, I am decent.
So the question
I am decent, and I am decent in a sense that the Plateau killing, over 60 of them now, must be brought to book. They should bring it to book. If Bola Ahmed out of 16 that they kill in Urome, if he can send soldiers, Bola Ahmed Tinubu should double it in Plateau against the Fulanis. Bola Ahmed Tinubu should move it again, the marching order, to the 7 persons which that they spy in Enugu State. One of them was the youth leader. So what are we saying? In Sapele, who buy those ones in Sapele, to be precise? Not be Fulani. See, you people, the journalists and Nigerian government should stop giving the... Many of you that are in the south, it is time to see who are they, how many are they, sir? According to your bonnet, is Fulani hire plenty past Nigeria? How many of them? Higher, they are like 3 million. If there are plenty, let's say 10 million. And how many are we in general?
The question is, how can Nigeria as a government, Nigeria as a people, overcome the essence of this Fulani?
Baba, I said, give me that power, that position. I tell you, I will put them to where they belong. And that is why they are afraid of Igbo man. Because they know that the only person, the only people that will put them where they belong is an Igbo man. That's why they are afraid of them.
Because the former
give me a room, I tell you, they're not going to cough.
The former president Muhammad Buhari made it clear that they come from Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, because you know we have porous borders. So they come in through all those porous borders and they come into Nigeria to wreak havoc.
My brother, let us be sincere. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a man that we expected that at least now it's not a Fulani, that he should be able to cover some things. But I see Bola Ahmed Tinubu selling the South to the Fulanis because of selfish interest which he had concerning 2027. Of which after 2027 he will still come down. What are we saying? This was the mistake that Awolowo did. This was the mistake that the Gowon did. Which Gowon is telling me that Awolowo is no longer alive to witness all this. Just the same way Gowon is witnessing it now. Gowon is crying every night and day, regretting his action in fighting Biafra. Because the people he believes that they are together are the one killing his brothers, generation, his nations. They are the one. I said today now as I speak to you, go and check it. It's over 60. Who are the people buying them? Fulanis.
I think this is a good place to let it go. This is a developing story. We hope to have it next time.
God bless you.
This is Southern Media and Mr. Matu.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
I Biafran Evangelist.